Yes, this last weekend, two things have overshadowed the airwaves with respect to the political life and social life of Nigerians. Talking about Ruga settlement by the federal government and rape accusation by one Busola or whatever they call her, accusing one man of God or whatever they call them of rape, some years ago.
I was wearing a nightgown. I was wearing pants, pulled down my pants, and that was how he found difficulty to enter, but he just kept, I was like grunting, I would cry, I was just doing a whole lot of mixed feelings and all that, and he eventually penetrated, even blood dropped on the floor. And at that point, he finished what he wanted to do. He had an orgasm and he zipped up.
On the normal circumstance, I'm not into all of that social activities, strictly on political sensitization and activism. But on a second thought, come to think of it, this rape thing, every Nigerian is a victim of rape. Yes, let me talk. Every single Nigerian. If you're a Nigerian, you're a victim of rape, one way or the other. And you are going to find out from this video. Then the question you will be asking me, if every Nigerian is a victim of rape, then who are the rapists, or who is the rapist? The rapist is the Nigerian government. The rapists are the political class, the elite class from all sectors, religious sector, political sector, academic sector, industrial sector. Every Nigerian in one way or the other have been raped. Then how becomes the next question. Now, for you to understand in depth what I'm saying here, you have to appreciate the understanding of what rape is. Rape have, been defined or explained to be forceful carnal knowledge of anyone, whether male or female, forcefully, unwillingly taking someone's sexual, accessing someone's sexual intercourse or whatever. Now, that is what they call rape. Then, what is the meeting point to what I am saying, that every Nigerian have been, in one way or the other, a victim of rape? If you have graduated, went to school, and at the end of the day, you couldn't find any work to do, the Nigerian system couldn't provide one, and the Nigerian system had made it very difficult for you to have a meaningful or gainfully engaged in any economic activity, you have been raped economically by the government of Nigeria. You can argue with your ancestors, but that is the truth. If you have served Nigeria, maybe as a police officer, public servant, or civil servant, as the case might be, because most of these public servants are criminals. They are the rapists that you are talking about. Their own death reach. Civil servants, police officers, that's the kind of public servant I'm talking about. Some of them who have served Nigeria, and police, navy, and all that. After your service, your pension was not paid, your gratuity not paid, you don't have access to good medical service, my brother, my sister, you have been raped. If by in any way being manipulated by all these spiritual leaders and the rest of them, that the right to choose for yourself have been taken away from you, that you are no longer mentally free, my dear, you have been spiritually raped. Because many of your actions or inactions have been manipulated against your wish. You do so many things that are against your wish. Now, let me hit the gear right now. The rapists are the political class. The rapists are the political class, the government of Nigeria. They have raped everyone in this country of their hard-earned money. They have raped the Nigerians economically, politically, socially, spiritually. In all ramifications of life, every Nigerian had experienced one rape or the other. You're no longer talking about carnal knowledge. And just like every victim of rape, they are ashamed, they are afraid of speaking out. You can agree with me on that. Yes, they are afraid of speaking out because they will be stigmatized. And the few that have spoken out, you will understand how the people will bounce on her or bounce on him, as the case might be. Why have you waited all this while before speaking? Why this? Why that? Oh, this one has been raped. Don't go close to her. You know, that's stigmatization. The same is applicable to the Nigerian people that have been raped of their hard-earned money, have been raped of their dreams and aspiration in life, have been raped of their social, I would say social life, spiritual life. They have been totally raped from all ramifications of life. They have been raped economically. They have been raped socially. They have been raped politically. What you will call rape is the situation whereby people you never voted force their way into government and continue looting public funds with impunity. That is political rape. When someone had the boldness to go to National Assembly and steal or cut away the maize in a broad daylight, and few months later emerged Deputy Senate President, that is national political rape or rape on democracy of Nigeria, if Nigeria ever had one. The situation whereby the government is declaring the economic recession while they all bank abroad, while they loot public funds to stupor and cut all these funds abroad, storing them up in foreign accounts. That is economic rape. The situation whereby the people have no right to protest, their lands forcefully taken away from them, their ancestral lands forcefully taken away from them by the government and being handed over to their killers. That is rape of the highest order. And that is what the Nigerian government is doing with this Ruga settlement saga. That is even the reason why I have to talk about this rape thing, because they have a meeting point. I don't want to take you too much on this, because this one is just a straightforward thing. But the Nigerian people who are victims are afraid to speak out. When few of us who have summoned the courage to confront this rapist in government, we are stigmatized. We are called miscreants. We are called troublemakers. We are even called terrorists. Why the real terrorists are there walking the street without, in fact, they are now the first class citizens in Nigeria. And you ask me, what then is the difference? There is no difference between what this girl or lady accused her pastor of raping her. No difference. Adimekuzioku, the mental slavery, the religious and spiritual rape. Okay, I will leave it for another day. Africa were a problem, and we have a long way to go. But for the benefit of what we stand for on this platform, for the restoration of the dignity of humanity, because rape takes away that dignity from you, and that is what PRM, People's Restoration Movement, is here to address. But our difficulty, the greatest challenge we are facing, is not the rapist, but rather the victims of this rape. We are all victims. Our co-victims of this rape, the Nigerian people, they are afraid to speak out, to stand out. It's very unfortunate. I don't give up. I've given up completely on these Nigerian youths and their so-called celebrities. They organize quickly protest because of the accusation against the man of God. I will not say anything here because this is not a platform for it. But if you want to get the cocoa of that gist, where we open every nyash, make we see all the dirty way there inside, just click on the link on the description below. That is Aso's blog, my personal blog. You go to that YouTube channel where the whole thing is made open. I want to use this opportunity to tell Nigerian people, all the victims of rape, to stand out and be counted. Join PRM to restore the dignity of humanity that have been taken away from all of us. Your freedom depends on it. Your freedom depends on it. And that is how I'm going to end it on this program today. It's just a little chit chat to tell you that you are a victim of rape. Let us join hands and force this political revolution that will restore back the dignity of humanity. People's Restoration Movement, restoring back the dignity of humanity. Join it now. Call the numbers on the screen. Mobilize others. The revolution have just started. And by way of wrapping it up, Ruga, or whatever they call it, is the hurricane that will bring Nigeria to its final bus stop. I'm telling you that. Right is somewhere. The government that cannot or have not set up any hospital, built any school whatsoever, is planning on giving out lands forcefully from the states to these Fulani herdsmen. Do you know what that means? It's like creating extra 17 local government for these Fulani herdsmen across Nigeria. You know what will happen? I don't need to say too much. I don't want this video to exceed 15 minutes. And that is all I can say. Also, go there and be sleeping and gossiping. Don't join the revolution now until it is too late. Don't allow it to get to that point. Join People's Restoration Movement. And that is where I'll be wrapping up. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Continue following our activities. If you have not shared our video, please continue doing that. Keep liking. Drop your comments. Let's have your opinion. Because here, we are forming a large community that will change our lives for good. I'm Associate Peters, and I'm signing out. Goodbye, and have a nice day.